Welcome to Empowered Wellness with Sheetal. Thank you for joining me for this week's guided meditation. And this week, I'd like to revisit pranic healing. So, pranic healing is a practice where we um, access the healing power of our life force energy or prana. You can also think of that as accessing the chi or the ki. These are other words used in Eastern traditions to describe that life force or vital energy that's within us as well as all around us. And so we use our hands to access that vital life force energy and direct it into the body wherever we feel we may be in need of healing. Now, I previously did a meditation video on pranic healing where the focus was to return to a sense of wholeness and oneness. And on a grander scale, I do think of healing in that way. If we think of healing from that higher perspective, it is the ability or the experience of returning to our wholeness and feeling our fullness and oneness with Source, with each other. So, if you're interested in checking out that meditation, there'll be a link at the end of this video as well as below for that one. But today, I'm actually going to use the pranic healing to work with a very specific part of my body that actually needs some healing, and that is my left big toe. I recently broke this toe, and so it is in need of some actual healing from injury. And so we can use pranic healing for specific healing needs, such as my big toe for me. But if you have something going on in your body that requires some specific healing, you can use this pranic healing practice to help that healing process. And if you don't have any particular injury or trauma or any need for specific healing in your body right now, again, you can still do this meditative practice as a way of connecting to that feeling of fullness and wholeness in your body. So, either way, I hope you will join me for this meditation and let's get started. So get settled in a comfortable seat. Today I'm using an extra blanket here to support my leg and my foot where I'm going to be doing the pranic healing on my big toe. So seat yourself in a way that's going to work for you, whether you're in a chair or on the floor, of course, being fully supported and sitting up nice and tall. So once you've got yourself settled in your comfortable seat, we're going to start off just by activating some energy at our hands. So let's take the hands and rub them together and just create a little warmth. And you don't have to do a lot or offer a lot of pressure here. We don't have to use a lot of pressure here. Allow your shoulders and your arms to be fairly relaxed. But just taking a minute or so to create some warmth and move the energy, activate the energy at our hands. We all have the ability to heal. We all have healing hands. It's just a matter of knowing how to connect with that energy and then harness it and direct it. And that's what we're going to do today with our self-pranic healing meditation. So after about a minute or so of that, let's just take a nice big clap. And you're going to feel that nice tingly sensation at the hands. Feel the energy at your hands. And typically when we work with pranic healing, the left hand is the receiving hand and the right hand is the giving hand. So I invite you to bring your left hand at your lap, somewhere resting on your left thigh or knee, again, wherever it's comfortable for you to place your hand. And your right hand to the area of your body that is asking or needing some healing today. So for me, I'm going to bring my right hand to my left big toe that is in need of some healing. But again, if you don't have a particular area in your body that is recovering from any kind of injury or trauma, you could just place that right hand at your heart space. That's what I would invite you to do if your intention is to use the pranic healing to bring yourself back into that place of wholeness, of oneness and connection. So, having the hands in place, I then invite you to close your eyes. Let's take a few big breaths in and out. You might even sigh out or sound out on the exhale. Letting go of any holding patterns, anything you're noticing in your body. And if there's any little shifts you need to make or adjustments you need to make to be fully comfortable here with your hand placement, go right ahead and do that as you take these few breaths. And after completing those few big breaths, allow your breath to find a nice smooth rhythm. Just noticing that even, and just noticing that smooth, even rhythm of breath flowing in and out. And if the mind wanders at any time, you can always just return to the breath, following the rhythm of breath. And now I'll invite you to shift your awareness from your breathing to your hands. And let's first specifically bring our awareness to the left hand. Notice the sensations at your left hand, your left palm, your left fingertips. Taking your awareness into the left hand and just observing. Perhaps you still feel some tingling. Perhaps you feel warmth. Perhaps you actually feel some sensation of flow, of moving energy. Allow yourself to just settle your awareness in the left hand and maybe even affirm to yourself that you are accessing healing pranic energy at your left hand. And now I invite you to also bring awareness to your right hand. And wherever you're touching on your body with that right hand, bring your full awareness to the sensation of touch. And imagine your right hand also receiving that healing pranic energy from your left hand. As your left hand receives it from all around you, your right hand then conveys that to your body. You might even visualize the healing pranic energy at your hands. Whatever that looks like to you, whatever it feels like to you, feel free to use imagery to really connect with that healing pranic energy and send it into your body, into the specific area that is calling for that healing. Perhaps it appears as white light, purple light, or perhaps it appears as something totally different to you. There is no right or wrong. And if visualizing the pranic energy is not your cup of tea, you may also use affirming intention while doing this practice. Affirm to yourself, I am receiving healing pranic energy through my left hand. I am giving healing pranic energy through my right hand. Use whatever words or phrases feel best to you to create an affirmation around this practice that you are offering yourself right now. Either way, whether you're using imagery and visualizing, or whether you're reciting an affirmation, these are ways to stay connected to your intention of self-pranic healing and direct that pranic energy exactly where you want it to go. So we'll continue with this self-healing, pranic healing practice in silence for a couple of minutes, meditating on our healing. And take a nice big breath in and out. And invite your body to continue with whatever healing it needs to do. And let it know that for now, our practice of pranic healing is complete. And taking another big breath in and out, finding that completion. And one more nice big breath in and out. When you do feel complete with your pranic healing practice, I invite you to bring your hands in prayer at your heart space. I honor the place in you in which the universe dwells. I honor the place in you that is of love, light, peace, and joy. And when you are in that place in you, and I am in that place in me, we are one. Namaste. I hope that practice of pranic healing and meditation felt good to you. I hope you could feel that energy, that healing energy at your hands. As I said, we are all healers. We all have the ability to access and direct healing through our hands. We just need to practice. We need to know how to do it. And once we know, to practice it. So I hope you will continue to practice pranic healing on yourself whenever you need it. And let me know. Let me know what you think. Put your comments below. Hopefully it's a helpful practice to you, and I'd love to hear your comments. And then until next time, be well.